Wait on a second. I know the words, but I can't remember. Let me check my smartphone. Pharmacy? Oh. 薬局. Have you ever had a moment when you're talking in English, suddenly the word you knew just a few minutes ago slips your mind? I have experienced many times, and every time I came across this moment, I felt that my memory was too bad. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 approaches to help you when you forget the words. These approaches are very simple but useful. You don't have to memorize anything new, and you can start using them right away. So let's get started. The first approach is opposite word plus not. This is a very effective way to handle a forgotten word. It's not always applicable, but when it is, it works like a magic. Think of the opposite of the word you can't remember and add the word not, not in front of it. Let me explain with an example. One night, when you go to bed, your neighbors is having a party. You want to say something is noisy, but you can't remember. Let's think of the opposite, which is quiet, a common word, and add not in front of it. So you can say, my neighbor is not quiet. Or, party is not quiet. This approach is particularly useful with adjectives. For example, you can say, the internet connection is not fast, or the movie is not fun. An additional benefit is that as you become more experienced with this approach, it can assist you in speaking English diplomatically and avoiding certain negative words in a workplace. The second approach, use body language. I know it sounds straightforward. However, in communication, using your hands, facial expressions, and body movement can provide a wealth of helpful additional information. So you don't hesitate to blend your body language with English you already know. You'll be surprised how much it can enhance your English communication. The key is to combine your gestures with your language to fill in those missing gaps. Of course, the goal is to expand your vocabulary so you don't rely solely on gesturing. But the reality is, you'll inevitably forget some words from time to time, and that's perfectly normal. It's just a part of being human. The third approach, something for something. Now let's explore the last approach. If you master this, you can navigate almost any conversation using only a few words. Let me illustrate this with an example. When you're on a trip such as the States or Canada, you are walking on the street, then all of a sudden you had a headache. You found someone and asked him or her where the pharmacy is. So you want to use the word pharmacy, but the word pharmacy escaped you. You can't really remember the word pharmacy. So here's a trick. You can simplify it to its core meaning and category. A pharmacy is essentially a shop. So instead of saying pharmacy, you could say pair the word with for to create a brief, simple explanation. If you ask, excuse me, could you please tell me where the shop for medicine is? In a context, 99% of people will understand what you mean. When it comes to speaking, having the right mindset is a crucial aspect of successful communication. I want to emphasize the importance of being kind to yourself. Not knowing the word simply means you haven't encountered it enough times. or you haven't had the need to learn it yet. It doesn't mean that you are bad at English or too old. Avoid letting these negative thoughts disrupt your communication. Think about this. Who would you prefer to speak to? Someone from other countries ask you, すいません、薬局はどこですか? Or, お店、薬、どこ? Or, wait on a second. I know the words, but I can't remember. Let me check my smartphone. Pharmacy. Oh. 薬局. The second and third options are not a lower form of Japanese. It's an example of successful communication. Like this example, you can consciously learn the word pharmacy later. Now let's do a quick activity to practice approach number 3. I will give you the list of 3 words on the screen, and I want you to think about how you could describe them. Please share your ideas in the comment. You can see the sample answers in the descriptions, so please check them as well. Lastly, keep in mind that others are more interested in your message than counting the number of words you know. I hope this will motivate you to speak English. Thank you very much for watching this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.